Charlamagne the God versus Elliott Wilson. So on the last episode of the Brilliant Idiots podcast, Charlamagne did a response to the 2024 Complex Media Hip Hop Power Ranking list. Long story short, he was going through the list, and he kept doubling back to Elliott Wilson. Long story short, he did go through the entire list pretty much. He had complaints about the legitimacy of the list, why certain people were not on the list, like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑, who was actually sitting in on this episode.
She didn't like this list at all.
Who she hated it. Who she was.
I wonder why.
But I'm not gonna lie, this episode proved why she might not be on it.
Yeah, so
In a way.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way.
She really was upset that she was not on that shit.
And she didn't really have much to say about it.
She didn't.
Which is
Yeah.
interesting, because it's like, you're a media personality, but
Normally-
you keep giving one word, like one-liners.
And normally, if you feel like you did put in the work, you drop your resume. Charlamagne dropped her resume for her.
Yeah, like she should have dropped her nuts.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Charlamagne took the ball for it because he kind of queued her up. He was like, you ain't on the list. What's good with that? And
He did, yeah,
She's like,
but
I'm going to let you handle it first. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's it right there.
Yeah, true.
You got to express yourself more, Nala.
Because he threw the alley-oop for her.
He did.
And she was supposed to do the run.
And even
that's
when
what-
she caught it, she did like a little WNBA layup. What
the fuck?
I got size 13 feet, man. You got that cup of liquid right by the edge, too.
All right, man.
Why are you doing that?
No,
All right,
So
so
much
yeah.
table.
Yeah, so some of the things to note outside of him doubling back and continuing to taking shots at Elliott, which we will listen to the individual shots that he took at Elliott. One thing to note is he did skip Rory 𝚘𝚃 on the list as he was running through this.
Yeah.
He pretty much mentioned every single person on the list, but he did skip Rory 𝚘𝚃. That is to be noted.
Just to be petty?
Of course, because remember, I feel like the last time I heard one of them speak on each other publicly was when Rory did the Danny interview, and he was saying that Charlamagne was like fake healed and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was like the last time I've heard. I mean, I definitely haven't heard Charlamagne publicly talk about that nigga at all in probably years.
He said
But
Charlamagne's
Rory, I
fake
think that
healed.
was the last one. Yeah,
That's
was
probably one of the most disrespectful things you could say
right. Yeah.
to Charlamagne.
Yeah, and if anybody can say it, it's Rory.
Because of his archetype of human.
How emotionally developed he is.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. His frontal lobe is just, yeah.
His archetype of human is hilarious, bro. Holy shit. All right.
Rory is incredible.
So yeah, Charlamagne definitely skipped them.
But this old nigga beef.
Okay, let's get to the old nigga beef. So we're gonna go to Elliott's responses, but Elliott is the best person to beef with because he'll put the work out for you. So he's gonna tell. So the first message he sent was "suck a shit," and he dropped this screen recorded. Now, another thing to note before we listen to this as well is that the YouTube version is edited separately and differently than the audio version. The audio version has more Elliott shots than the actual
YouTube
polished video version. That needs to be noted as well too. And if you want to hear the difference, 𝙿𝚾𝚃 did a good video where he actually bounced back and forth.
Shout out Texas again.
Yeah, he showed the YouTube version, and he said then he was like unedited audio version.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has a good back and forth. Y'all show. I'll put it in the description.
Which is a cool little Easter egg if you ask me.
It is. It is a nice little Easter egg. Yeah.
Nobody asked you, nigga.
Yeah.
And shout out to Taylor for fucking that up.
And do you think this is all?
I don't think it was Taylor. Taylor was there, but I feel like she doesn't do the audio.
It's just funny to think she does.
I saw somebody in the comments was like, I love Taylor watching Nyla. But do you think Nyla looked at Nadeska? Because when Nadeska, she was on that list, right?
She was on 20, both of them.
Sure, they're peers, right?
Well, I don't think so because Nyla's a DJ.
They're all kind of peers because they're in media. So
Yeah,
to a
'cause
certain
when-
degree, yeah.
And to be fair, exactly, in the same city.
But they've been in the same lane though. Like, yeah, Nyla's a DJ, and that's probably like her main bag.
Yeah, that's what
But
it is.
they've done like some journalistic work with
for
rappers.
sure, for
Nyla
sure.
has, well, you
Because
know,
wasn't Nyla the one that was here for the Dreamville? I can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
she even has a YouTube channel where she still interviews.
Oh yeah, she does.
rappers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, facts. Which is actually pretty decent.
So she's probably like definitely mad that she's not on that list because her peer, who she probably deems is on her level. But I just thought
I
that.
fuck with a.
Are you trying to make
Jessica,
them
though.
nemesis?
Nah, but they
Nemesis?
It does feel like he's kind of offering them up.
Yeah.
to
they
them.
probably already are nemesized though.
What are you saying?
I was trying to find a right word to say it because I don't know if you say it like that.
Nemesis.
Yeah, nemesis.
It's crazy.
All right, so yeah, let's hear the shots that Charlamagne is taking.
Taylor. Elliott. I don't think you should be number 5. Number 4, Charlamagne the God. All right, now let me read this, right? Last year's ranking, number 3, featured on The Breakfast Club, The Brilliant Idiots, known for sensational commentary, asking provocative questions in his Donkey of the Day segment. Most memorable moments in the past year being sampled by...
Okay, so that was Elliott's first, that was Charlamagne's thing, and he said, suck a shit. That was Elliott's tweet.
That's kind of
Okay,
like
now, this is when Charlamagne really drops his nuts on Elliott's head.
that's a piss poor response, Elliott.
It is.
I think, Jason, that's what I mean when I say, why are you upset that people are transcending hip hop? I'm not trying to be the 50-year-old person still complaining about not being on lists, beefing with screamers, doing goofy shit, starting shit, online with rappers just to keep my name relevant. No, I want to do things and put my...
Elliott's tweet to this was, fuck you, Charlotte, at See the God.
Why did he get hurt at that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it
Why
could...
did Elliott get hurt at that?
You can say he was talking about him if you wanted to.
Oh, no, there was nobody else he was talking about. That he wrote a name on that ball.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think he was talking about him for sure.
It was absolutely. It was no thing.
I'm trying to think of somebody else who could even fit
I
that
did hear
bill.
somebody.
Yo, that it was on your forehead.
Why didn't you say something?
It left.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you hear that shit say clink?
Nah, that was one of my twists. When the twist hit that shit.
Somebody sent me.
I don't know. I don't like the way that somebody on Twitter in one of his comments called them 2 T's. I don't like that shit either. I don't like none of this.
Yeah, Elliott's.
I think that's the
2
young
Ts.
nigga that's been in Elliott's ear telling him like, yo, you gotta start tweeting about how you feel about this shit.
Who are the young niggas in Elliott's ear?
Is
I reached out to Elliott 2 to 3 times. I tried to include the nigga, but hey, fuck it.
Elliott,
He don't ever text back.
it's so unfortunate. I do kind of feel bad because it's just constant disrespect coming his like legacy. Like he's really trying to like, I don't know if he's trying to defend his legacy, but he is trying to fight for it in a way.
That's
Yeah.
the problem. He thinking about his legacy.
But
We
he's
saw
thinking about
this-
his legacy in terms of now though, which is also a weird thing.
I mean,
because that
but-
was Charlamagne's point with like Angela Yee and all the God tier people in the lane. Like they shouldn't even be
Angela
on the
Yee
list.
wasn't in there.
Sway
but
and
Angie-
Angie
Sway,
Martinez.
Angie Martinez. Yeah.
But like they're a waste of a space because there's new niggas.
I definitely agree with that for sure. Yeah,
AJ, you look, you said that too.
yeah,
Exactly,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's definitely a waste of space on them lists.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, Elliott, you not doing nothing for your legacy either right now. You look like you just look like a crybaby.
Like a crybaby.
Like a crybaby.
Well, let me step back.
Like,
you, I'm not number 5. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like that's like a frat boy response.
Maybe he's trying to show that he still has young nigga testosterone.
But
so it's like he has to, like, like be that guy. Like, nigga,
Step
I'm
on
still.
that nigga. Hold on.
Why
Yeah,
you
keep
trying
going.
to be that guy?
Yeah, step on that nigga.
I just don't think that I don't think I should respect your legacy if you're not respecting your legacy, nigga.
You should carry.
What's up with these 2-word tweets, nigga? Express yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Why should Elliott be number 5?
Yeah.
Why, Elliott? You could have proved your point, nigga.
And then you know what else? You know what else also doesn't help? He made a tweet that said, "Great, I got great work coming in 2024."
It's almost over.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Old people are supposed to be prompt and on time, nigga.
Yeah. So I didn't like that because I was like, "Hold up, now we're already kind of saying like we haven't seen the work this year, and you talking about it's coming." You tweeted that. That's what you put. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm about to say, what's coming?
right, and it's like the fact that you have to say that is an issue
Yeah.
because we should know it.
Yeah.
We should know what it is, or at least off the top of our head. Of course, his fan base knows it and knows it off the top of the head. But Charlamagne doubling down and just like really just like sticking his knee in this nigga's back. I mean,
Are we seeing a nigga that's like,
why do you think
He-
Charlamagne's doing this?
like he doesn't know that he's too old to still be in the league per se? Is this what we're seeing?
He's not even too old to be in the league. That's not true. He's still here. He can still move within media, but you gotta like make
But the league in terms of like, the top 25, like the league, like the people that we go to.
I looked up what the origins of Elliott Wilson and Charlamagne the God's beef was because it's like they've been taking a lot of shots at each other over these last couple months. I say over the last year, right? I feel like every like 90 days we're covering somebody taking a shot at the other
They
person.
took the gloves off a long time ago. Nigga.
Yeah,
They
but
knuckle
so,
box.
so when I looked it up, it said in 2020, this is ChatGPT. I reached out to Elliott, he didn't respond. I didn't reach out to Charlamagne just because if it's wrong, the nigga loves to text me when shit's wrong. So he'll get to me, I guess. But it says in 2024, Charlamagne took a shot at Elliott during a 2024 interview with Rick Ross on The Breakfast Club. He called Elliott Wilson a dick eater for being overly supportive with artists, particularly Rick Ross, in his interviews and editorial content. So ChatGPT is saying that's the origins of their beef. Charlamagne's taking the first shot. That's my biggest thing is I want to know who took the first shot. That's my biggest thing.
That's crucial to know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because I think even if it was in the 2024, nigga, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I know now it doesn't matter what started it because we forgot. We already forgot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you
Shit,
beat.
Charlamagne probably forgot 10 years ago.
Hey,
nigga.
that's what I'm saying. This might be shocking news to niggas. I tried to find this interview. This interview has been scrubbed from the internet.
Yeah, now that was a different Charlamagne.
And that was a different Charlamagne.
He wasn't Christian yet.
2018, the Crown interview. During an interview with Drake for his Crown series in 2018, Elliott Wilson made indirect references to Charlamagne. Wilson's subtly criticized the confrontational style of his interviews, as Charlamagne is known for, suggesting that he has his own approach of celebrating artists and their achievements was much more positive and beneficial for the culture. I did see that. And there was actually, I feel like there was actually more than one moment where shots were being taken, because there was even a moment when Elliott was saying something about like critics. You know, there's certain critics who will say that they don't like the singing version of you, and Drake's like, oh, I know that guy. And it was like, that was when they didn't fuck with each other either. You remember at some point Charlamagne and Elliott
Yeah.
had like
Yeah.
the sit down or behind stage or some shit like that. So I think that could have been there as well too, another moment. But social media exchanges, the two have made various, taking various shots at each other on social media exchanges. Check this out. This is some old nigga shit. One of them says, public appearances and panels at various industry events and panels. Both have commented on the state of hip hop media, and Charlamagne has criticized and questioned the accountability of conduct by figures like Elliott Wilson, while Wilson has defended his style of being a supportive and a celebratory of the artist. So it's like they've even had panel moments where they're talking about media and niggas are taking shots at each other.
And I
So-
wonder if like that text tone relationship causes a rift too, because apparently Elliott Wilson fucked up his Jay-Z interview. So I wonder if it's like it's some things about Elliott Wilson we just don't know. You know what I mean? Because I had no idea about that until text. You know.
I think Elliott's pretty open about like playing dirty behind the scenes in terms of like, if I could swipe an interview out from underneath you, I will. I think he's been pretty open about that. So I don't think I'd feel slighted if that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even when I heard Taxstone say it, it didn't feel like he said it in a joking way. It's because I think that's just like, we know how this nigga plays. Like,
Yeah.
so I
He
don't
plays
even,
like Drake.
I don't even think I
gonna
would
go
take
after
that as
your
a slight
girl.
if it happened to me, just because he don't seem to run from that accusation. You know, he's like, hey, look, I want the interview. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's kind of like, that's just how that nigga plays type shit.
Elliott also seems easy to beef with.
He definitely seems easy to get underneath his skin.
Yeah. You just put your arm out, keep him away.
You know what I mean?
And then he started taking some wild shots at Charlamagne. He said the Hove career third mic nigga crying about my top 5 status. Legacy these nuts. I got great content on the way. 2024 GOAT. That's crazy.
See, he didn't even believe the tweet he said. How are you a Hall of Fame career third mic? That's just me trying to disrespect you.
Yeah, Charlotte's not a third mic. It's never really.
That's
has
what
been,
I'm
so.
saying.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Charlamagne's never been a third mic.
Niggas normally, that's how I know emotionally he had lost himself in that tweet.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he called him a Hall of Famer because he knew what he was saying was kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But career third mic?
Yeah, it's almost, I see similarities with Biden. You know what I mean? Like the same talking points he's trying to use against Trump, just like low-hanging fruit shit. It's almost child's play. He probably got the same.
I don't know if that applies because that was just not true.
It's not true at all.
Like, that was just actually crazy and untrue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was disingenuous. It was like J. Cole talking shit about Kendrick Lamar's album.
Yeah, he did the ranking wrong, which kind of fucked that whole verse up. You know
He did
what
it
I'm
weird
saying?
because he didn't mean it.
Yeah, yeah. Like he could have just said the 4th album was trash, and we would have all been with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you said To Pimp a Butterfly was trash. It just was not. It's just not.
It's not true.
And if you're counting Section 80, we know Good Kid, Mad City's a classic.
Yeah, I
So
just
it's
listened to that today. Actually,
It just doesn't work either way that you cut it. So that's the issue with those type of disses.
Yeah, they're not from the heart.
Yeah, what was this one? Oh, this was another thing. So somebody's asked, yeah, you and Charlotte get on the phone yet? 2 T's. Because people spell Elliott's name wrong a lot, I guess. I know I did, actually. Shout out to Pat Jr., his wife, actually reached out to me the first time Elliott posted us. It was like, you probably should add the T. He probably feels disrespected or slighted by that, too.
2 T's.
I was like, oh, that's a good point, because I did spell his name wrong. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's ironic it's 2 T's and petty.
So, yeah, he
too.
passed on the Brilliant Idiots invite and the Breakfast Club. Am I petty? I mean, obviously, but like, I'm wondering when that was, though. Because it don't feel like it was it doesn't feel like that offer was made in 2024.
No, that doesn't
at
feel
all.
recent.
So like, yeah, like I just don't see him saying that.
She was
And
probably offered when Wax was there.
that's what I'm saying. This had to be like years ago.
When he was still a legend.
Okay, now this one, go down a little bit more. Not this one. Man, there was another tweet. He said, and I'm passing on Flagrant too. And I said, okay, this nigga done lost his goddamn mind.
I saw that shit.
I said, you know Andrew ain't fucking hitting you
Yeah.
up. Like,
might
of
talk
all
about
people,
this.
bro,
With he's saying that like Charlamagne's on that too.
Right.
with you either. Yeah, like, he done lost his mind with this one. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's the same parasite that Biden got, man. The nigga just losing it.
With dementia.
That's one of them.
Now I don't think he's demented, but Elliott definitely is petty.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely
He's
but
he's vindictive. He's
all
not
these,
even petty.
yeah, all these niggas are petty, though. All of them.
I don't even know about vindictive.
No, he's vindictive.
Shut up. No, he's not.
Why Charlamagne,
Vindictive.
just like
Don't know what it
bullying
means.
this nigga this year?
I do.
Is he? Well, I feel like a pretty fair exchange this
I
year.
think it's one of
honestly.
them situations where you was being nice to a dude that was kind of like you felt was I don't want to say corny, but it was a lack of respect.
I tell
And you
you,
was just giving him casual respect, and then he did something
Yeah.
to make you really not respect him.
it
But
was.
then we also got to keep in mind who made the first strike, even though we're not sure. ChatGPT said
Yeah.
that Charlamagne said he was a dick eater, and that
Can you not like somebody for just always wanting to demand respect?
Those people tend to be annoying.
yeah, they're kind of annoying.
That could be the situation.
Yeah,
It was refreshing for me to feel like I heard Charlamagne tell his true feelings about somebody. To say out
'Cause
loud.
that doesn't happen
That doesn't
often.
happen often.
Yeah.
For him to say out loud on
It almost
on
never
mic
happens.
that like he doesn't like someone or he doesn't agree with what they're doing, like for real, and call them out when he's doing it.
yeah.
That felt pretty refreshing.
This was the
They'll
first
be
not.
watching Don't Get a Day.
I'm not talking about like in that context.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
just-
And he's
about
doing
on
it to a
the
light skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those tend to be his favorite opponents.
The easiest opponents.
The waffle Negroes.
The waffle colored Negroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he bigged up Joe Budden in that moment too.
Yeah, but do you remember last year he
He's
struggled
more
to say
like
his
a-
name though?
He did.
Like he was
did.
like, I can't remember what Joe was in the news for or something, but he was just like, and like
That guy or some shit.
The dude.
Joe. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, that shit.
like it was this crazy long pause. I was like, damn, this nigga is struggling to say that shit.
Because he was probably thinking about the text he gonna get from Joe in 2
Yeah,
days.
it's like, yeah. So that was the first time recently that I've heard him say Joe's name comfortably.
Comfortably.
Because
Yeah.
the last time.
And bigged him up.
And in the celebratory fashion.
Right, yeah, that was rare. Yeah, that's rare. Last time he couldn't even get that nigga's name off, man.
Get state of the culture back.
And that's all it takes to get him back in Joe Budden's graces.
Yeah, I don't think
this
there's
nigga
really
likes
anything
me.
to.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to Danny about it, and he was like, I had got off the stage on Twitter, so shit. He was like trying to stay in that good Joe Budden. I was like, I'm gonna be real, but I don't think I can say anything that'll piss Joe Budden off. 'Cause the nigga just seems like
He's here for all of it.
he's here for all of it. Like, it is-
It's definitely some things that you could probably.
Okay.
It's a couple things.
It's
You,
a
it's
couple
some
things.
things,
you
but
haven't
it's-
seen him at 3 a.m.
But
smoking
I'm
a
also
cigarette.
not that. I'm also not that type of person either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the shit that I would have to say wouldn't even make sense. Like, why did I even?
You'd have to go out your way.
Yeah, I'd be going out of my way.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make no
Yeah.
fucking sense. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
wouldn't troll him?
Or you would like have to run with an egregious narrative that's about him.
I'd have to go so hard
yeah,
to
and like-
really get him to be
Yeah.
like to. I think you have to go really hard to pit. Even him and Danny are cool again. Then they go on his Twitter Spaces again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean they cool. It just means
Danny,
enough.
Danny be taking shots at that nigga
Yeah.
too. Like Danny be on them Twitter Spaces consistently taking
Same.
shots.
A lot of
Like,
shit.
so yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true though.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just not one of those people that you can say that it's hard to like.
But that's how
You say
niggas be
that in-
acting towards them on spaces. Like they act like, you can't tell a joke to them or,
Not in Danny Spaces. That's the other Spaces.
Oh, that's his spaces.
Yeah, Danny Spaces, that nigga, Joe Budden's a regular nigga in there.
Yeah.
In the other Spaces, he's a god. He's treated like that by the other people.
God damn, he goes from sheep herder to Messiah.
Yeah.
Black Jesus.
Oh yeah, but let's look at this real quick. This Taxstone joint. Taxstone gave his take on Elliott's content. He's been holding this in for a long time. Anyone of y'all want to read it?
I'm sorry, Elliott. Nigga, I'll read it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Elliott. I've been holding that in for a minute. I used to think it was informative, but if I fall asleep in a cell off of it, if any form of entertainment is doing that to me, it's bad.
Yeah, the tweet before he was pretty much saying Elliott Wilson
Yeah.
content actually sucks.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he was saying.
And you got to think about it. That's a hell of a statement. You falling asleep in a jail cell? Like your mind is lit. That's all he has.
Yo.
All he has is imagination. So it's like anything
trying
should
to
be
escape
able.
into this
Anything
content.
should be able to make his mind go like
Yeah.
up.
Escape.
You would
Yeah.
think jail is so uncomfortable, it's hard to just try to get a good night's sleep. So the fact that Elliott is so boring is kind of like you can use him as melatonin.
Yeah, possibly
Just go on an Elliott interview and just try to,
a 3-hour Elliott interview. Yeah,
it's kind of like raindrop sounds on YouTube that's looped for 9 hours.
bad questions and terrible
I
intros.
feel like it's a little bit our fault that like the resparking of Elliott content like this. I feel like it's a little bit of our fault, us resparking people saying Elliott content sucks.
Nah, that's your ego. Apparently, he's been getting called a dick eater for decades. Nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just
Okay.
the new age.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're just the new
We just the
generation.
new age.
Truthfully, we just hopped on the bandwagon.
Damn, we're not
Honestly.
even original.
We're standing in the footprints of our forefathers.
We're doing all right now.
Yeah, I know. We're paying homage to the greats, nigga.
Because if you're coming up, this is the only relationship I guess you're supposed to have with Elliott. This nigga presses
If you're
you.
doing it right.
If you're doing it
you're doing it
right.
right, yeah.
Yeah, if he sees you in public, put some respect on my name, nigga. He gonna Birdman you.
Yeah,
Nigga, if Elliott like you probably born.
That's a good point. Being in his good graces might not be a good thing, but something tells. I feel
Shout
like,
out 2 T's.
but I do feel like a little bit we are in his good graces too, because he posts us. He posts us more than other people that we know.
I mean, he posts us
Yeah.
with no caption, so we don't know how it feels.
yeah.
He's like a hate lover. He loves you in like a hateful way.
Well, I mean, it's obvious like the way he thinks all publicity is good publicity, and there's truth to that. At the end of the day, he's posting us.
and when he reposts, he's doing it as like their insolence. Like he's not doing it out of like, let me promote these good brothers.
But he's aware that it does promote us.
It's in
so
spite.
And it does promote us.
It's in
he's
spite.
aware of that, and he's putting it out anyway. So there's some level of love there.
I feel like it's a pretty respectful relationship.
It's some level of love, but I think his intentions are to put us on a cross for all of his boring bloggers to look at and
It's
be like, yo,
different.
these young stupid.
Well, nigga, keep trying.
Possibly, but this is the thing though. You could just put us on a cross
behind the
and not
scenes.
behind the scenes. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna block our champ interview.
Showing us, like actually visually showing.
Oh, no.
The nigga posted us. If you go to his page, he posted us like 4 times in one day at one point.
Yeah, that was back when we first got him.
No, just last week.
Recently.
Oh,
He he posted us like 3 to 4 times.
See, that shit ain't even on your radar no more.
over like a day and a half period. I was like, oh, appreciate it. It didn't do nearly as much damage as the first time. First time he posted us, we did like 600, 700,000 views.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But these last couple times really didn't mark the radar at all, but whatever. But I'm like, shit, he still posted us multiple times.
Yeah, shout out to Elliott.
Posted us more than other people. You know
That's a
what I'm
real
saying? So,
Yeah.
vindictive thing to do.
yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's whatever. Hey, I try to reach out to him, get us out of the story. Because at this point, I just want to know who started it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really give a
Yeah.
fuck that y'all are beefing, and maybe y'all don't remember, but I'll tell you right now. ChatGPT said Charlamagne the God took the first shot. That's what he's saying. In 2014, he said that he is a dick rider.
Oh, Ryder. Okay, that's
Sorry.
different. That's
Sorry.
different than neither.
Yeah. So he's
Ryder?
Rider.
Rider.
Dick,
Oh.
Yeah, Rider. Yeah. So, hey, if that was the start, then they've been just trading blows over the last 10. They've just been trading little jabs at each other. Back and
I
forth.
think,
Trading
that, I think that
blows.
confirmed it for Tone. Tone is like, yeah, Charlamagne said that.
Bro, 10 years ago, like
Yeah.
10 years ago, bro, like,
Yeah. Nigga said dick talk, dick segment.
bro, yeah,
Dick
come on,
riders,
bro,
man.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
dog. That is so accurate. Like, I can hear that. Even though I couldn't find it, I can hear it though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
You think he still had patchy eyes?
oh, for sure. He might have only been on his first session.
Chemical pill.
Yeah, he might have on his first
Might have still been booking the appointments.
Yeah. So that's enough for the Elliott, though. You know.
I mean, shout out to T's, man. I'm glad you're expressing yourself.
Yeah, shout out to
Kinda.
2T's. Yeah.
And-
All right, let's stay on this thing.